You're listening to Michael Boyd on Radio West Fife. Your number one on your number one.
Been chatting to Stevie Agnew in the studio, and welcome to the studio, Stevie.
Hello there, thanks for having me, Michael. Aye. Cheers.
I'd just like to start off by asking you about your new album that's coming out. What was the influence behind the album?
Well, we brought it out. We've been trying to sort of plug it since the start of the year. I mean, influence-wise, really just I teamed up with a guy, Chris Smith. He's like a really good lyricist. So we just kind of hit it off working together. We like a lot of the same music, the same kind of influences. We decided it'd be great to make an album. We started off just doing a bit, writing and that,
So where do your influences come from? Is it from across the big pond, or is it?
Well, I mean, for this anyway. I've got a lot. I like a lot of different stuff, but you've got to stick to the sort of stuff that maybe you suit, I suppose. And Springsteen's a big influence. Chris Smith, he's a big Springsteen fan too. So that was a good sort of starting point. That kind of sound. Dylan, Bob Dylan. I love all the country. It's kind of country. I love all this kind of country stuff. Like Willie Nelson and Johnny Cash, things like that. So we're talking about Kenny Rogers as well. I do a bit Kenny Rogers in my set and that, but it's more like I think they call the music sort of Americana kind of style. So we're aiming for sending it over to the States, but it's been getting no bad. It's been getting well received here. So we've been, we've been getting some radio stations. A few folk have been playing it here. Radio Scotland done a bit. So that's been a good thing. Because we got a surprise. It was like a number 32 in a chart, but it was an airplay chart, but it was in Britain. But they were calling it roots music, the style. So that was a bit of a surprise when we seen that, So that was a wee bit of a boost, and we've been getting played, in a few stations in Canada, and like things like this, these kind of stations over in the States and that. So it's getting there, It's getting there, yeah. We're going to hopefully. I would just try to push it, as much as we can, Walk down the cobbled streets, on through the pouring rain, past the flickering street lights, to the neon window pane. She said her name was April. I left 100 on the bed. Counted through it slowly, gave me a towel for my head. She asked me how I liked it before she dimmed the light. I whispered to her softly, pretend you love me tonight. Off her blouse, unbuttoned my jeans. Her hair was a picture of how you wore it in your teens. The clouds in the broken moonlight stream through the motel blind. My thoughts drifted back to when we left this town behind. I held the skies above, and for once in my life, my best was good enough. She knocked the glass glass of bourbon, shit it in and fell. Glass upon the floorboards brought me back to the motel. She climbed off and fetched the bottle, hold me another glass. I set up, took a drink, but the time had quickly passed. I walked the rain-soaked sidewalks, what a blurred mind, 'cause all I ever wanted was you to love me tonight.
Of the community, Michael Boyd on Radio West Fife.
I was just chatting to him whilst that track was playing by Billy Joel. It's still rock and roll to me. Stevie was just saying that it's been well over 8 years since you've been to Radio West Fife, and I just wondered if there's any other radio outlets that have been happening for you.
Well, this is the first interview doing the stuff live done so far. But we've been getting the stuff played on the Ian Anderson show on, which was good. And then, but I know it's getting. We check to see, you can't keep track of it all, but we try and keep track of where it's getting played. But as I say, with that chart thing was an actual, that was an airplay chart. So for us to get, to the 32 that week, that was meaning that we're number 32 on the radio for that style of the rich music getting played. So I mean, I was surprised because I thought, well, we've not heard it getting played that much, but it must have been like maybe late night radio and different things you can. But this is the first time I'm a wee bit nervous. This is the first time I've played one of the tracks, live,
Hopefully we'll put you at your ease at Radio West Fife here. And I noticed in the album cover, in the Wrecking Yard album, there's actually a lyric booklet. For people, and I didn't know that, but it's very useful because you love to learn the lyrics and learn the songs yourself. Especially I do. I only just try and emulate or try and sing along. When we're listening to it in the car or whatever.
Red kitchen fire descended like rain. Blue sky went black on the southern plain. Salvo rang out, washed my face in the sand. Blood fell from my ears, gun fell from my hand. Brothers lay burning, faith left without trace. Swift to a close and deserted by grace. No glory, no honor, no pageantry. Death and decay came as stark company. Darkness fell fast, I lay on my back, severed and helpless, earth's comforts grew black. I wept not for woes, but in thanks of your love. Battered and broken, unworthy of. Every man plays his game, every man has his crime. Politics star, and the young trade their prime. Is it for freedom or verity? Humanity's bargain so easily.
wage there was for the young to die in. Familiar, disdainful, served up in spin. In the fervor of youth, where once cast a smile, lie twisted, corrupted, and broken meanwhile. So fast to an end ebbs out life's fleeting day. Past glories grow dim, our memory fades. Blood for a cause, tears of misery. Regardless of defeat or victory.
That was Mark Conn, Walking in Memphis, favourite track of Stevie's and mine's. And we've got Stevie live in the studio. We've just had him playing a couple of tracks earlier on, and the final track he's going to be playing is called Stay Close, but we're going to feature something about the album called This Is the Life. Now, if you're involved in the Relay for Life for Cancer Research, you'll know all about this album, and Stevie has donated a track to this album in dedication to the ladies from the Survivors Team Relay for Life 2013, and the album's out now. Stevie, do you want to say anything about the album, or how you become involved in it?
Yeah, I think you've more or less kind of covered it. I mean, it was the British folk for the punters for the British Legion and people that work there and locals and that, they've put together. It's a great album. They've done covers of a bunch of different songs. Recorded it down at Loop Maniac Studios, you know Liam Saunders, or if you know Liam. But there's loads of different. It says that I think Colin Beard was a lot involved in putting it together, you know, Flair Entertainment. So just trying to mention all the. But so they're basically they just asked me to do a track. So I had a track. I didn't think there was much, there wasn't really. We've got the Wrecking Yard things, a kind of separate thing. So I had this track. I've always liked this track, so I thought it'd be nice to use it for that. So it's a band version that we recorded. It was written by me and Dave Bernthal and my brother Chris. Recorded it a while ago. We done an EP thing. Basically, we just donated the track for that. I'm just going to let you hear an acoustic. I was just going to play an acoustic version of that track, today, just to try and maybe boost, because the album's on sale. I think you can get it in the British Legion and different places.
You can pick this album up. This is the Life from the British Legion, and all proceeds are going to go towards the relay. We're going to hear from Stevie playing live in the studio. This is Stevie Agnew singing Stay Close live at Radio West Fife.
Songbird sings a symphony, singing out to Neverland. I know you're just getting old. It's easy to forget. You spend your lifetime saying things you'll regret. Please stay close to me, so I can believe medicine for all your sin blows your mind. I know we're just getting old. It's easy to forget. We spend our lifetime dreaming for things we'll never get. Please stay close to me, Can't believe peaceful now. I'm going under, drifting out to Neverland.
That was Stevie Agnew live in the studio. Stay close. And stay close to us at Radio West Fife. Welcome back to the show, and we've now got Stevie. He's going to play a cover version of Tougher Than the Rest by the boss, Bruce Springsteen. This is Stevie Agnew and Tougher Than the Rest by Bruce Springsteen.
Well, it's Saturday night. You're all dressed up in blue. I've been watching you go out. Baby, you've been watching me too. So somebody ran out, left someone's heart in a mess. Well, if you're looking for love, honey, I'm tougher than the rest. Some girls that want a handsome man, maybe some good-looking Joe. On their arms, some girls like a sweet-talking Romeo. Round here, darling, I learned you take what you can get. So if you're looking for love, honey, I'm tougher than the rest. Well, the road is long, it's a fine, fine line, but I want you to know I'll rock it for you anytime. Maybe your other boyfriends can pass the test. Well, if you're rough enough for love, honey, I'm tougher than the rest. Secret, I've been around a time or two. I don't know, baby, maybe you've been around too. When the dance comes up, all you gotta do is say yes. And if you're rough enough for love, honey, I'm tougher than the rest. If you're up and ready for love, honey, I'm tougher than the rest.
You're listening to Michael Boyd on Radio West Fife. Your number one on your number one.
I was talking to Stevie Agnew in the studio, and we're talking about his album Wrecking Yard, and a lot of people don't know where Wrecking Yard is available, but it's available from the Bruce. It's at Sinky's. Sinky's a pub. You can go and buy it in there. You can buy it at the Watering Hole. You can also buy it at the Pit Fern and the Gladgin. Or the Glads?
Glad you're in, that's doing it.
The Glads are in? Yep, okay.
And the wee record store at the bottom
the wee record store at the bottom of the bus station, which is the names escaped us.
The names just went in my head, didn't it?
But Dunfermline bus station...
Will kill me.
Yeah, the Dunfermline bus station has a record store, and you can go and get a copy of his new album, The Wrecking Yard, in there. And it's also available to download online.
On iTunes,
on iTunes as well. So, a well-deserved album and a well-deserved buy, I would suggest. And it's been a pleasure having you on the radio.
Oh no, thanks very much. Thanks
very
much for having me.
Yep, and I hope you come back to what you've been doing
aye.
in the next 8 months or 9 months' time.
Definitely will do. Aye.
Yep,
thanks very much, Michael.
Thank you, Stevie. Thank you.
You're listening to Michael Boyd on Radio West Fife. Your number one on your number one.